Good morning, everybody. I'm getting on live, just like I promised this morning, to go over the five different ways that you can make money with doTERRA. I know that this group that we've created is a little bit new, so I wanted to just start with the basics on how to make money with doTERRA, whether or not that be enough money to pay for your oils that you're getting every month, or potentially even replacing your entire income. There are several different ways you can make money, and then several different levels of kind of creating a business or creating a second form of income for yourself. So I'm going to go over what those are. For those of you who don't know me and are in this group and watching this live, my name is Hillary Wolf, and I work with Adventures in EOs, and I work with doTERRA essential oils, and I work with mentoring other individuals in creating successful businesses, whether or not it be, hi Jen, hey business partner, whether or not it be your oil business, or whether or not you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner and you're needing to use something integrative for the wellness of your business, of yourself, and of your clients and employees. So that's what I do. But my favorite part about doTERRA essential oils is using them to build the business. So I'm going to go over a couple of things today to keep in mind. And again, I'm going to try to stick with the basics. And then I'll also be posting some visuals about the things that I go over today. So number one, I really want to go over some quick terminology for you. The first one is wholesale membership. So basically, there are going to be several ways you can get your oils with doTERRA, and one of them is through a wholesale membership. So that's basically going to be your Costco membership, and I'm assuming that most people in this group probably already have their own wholesale doTERRA membership. But what that means is you're going to, with your enrollment, you're either going to pay a $35 fee to enroll, or if you got started with a kit, that $35 is waived. So you're going to basically be setting yourself up with an initial enrollment. You're going to be paying a small fee on top of that. But then after that, you're going to get 25%, which is our wholesale price, 25% off of all your oils and all of your doTERRA products. So that's basically going to be your best bet in terms of getting your own products and your oils in hand. It's going to be a wholesale membership. Now, there are actually two different types of wholesale memberships. One of them is just a general wholesale membership. The other one is a wellness advocate. So I am a wellness advocate. When you're a wellness advocate, you get all the same benefits as a wholesale membership, but you actually get to earn compensation on top of that. So in order to earn compensation with the company, you do need to be a wellness advocate. So if you feel like you're not a wellness advocate, definitely reach out to either me, you can message me, or the person who enrolled you, and we can get that switched over. But make sure that if you are interested in sharing and then earning money with this company, that you are a wellness advocate, not just a wholesale member. A couple other terms, we're going to be talking about the LRP, so the Loyalty Rewards Program. Basically, on top of the wholesale membership or your wellness advocate membership, we have kind of a frequent flyer program. So that's the Loyalty Rewards Program. And with the Loyalty Rewards Program, it's like a month-to-month ordering system. It's not at all an auto ship. You always have the opportunity to go in and change your information, your billing information, your shipping information, and what you're ordering. But that's going to be your month-to-month ordering. And with every order, you have the opportunity to get a percentage of that order back in points to use down the line. So with the LRP, and again, I'm going to be posting visuals, in order to earn points on your orders, you have to be ordering 50 to 100 points, or PV, in order to earn points on your order to then use later. 0 to, I believe, Jen, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's 0 to, or 5 to 50 points, 1 to 50 points. No, it's 1 to 50 points to keep whatever points you have in your little point bank to then use moving forward. So with your LRP, in order to keep whatever points you have, you're going to be ordering 1 to 49 points. In order to earn points on any order, it's 50 to 100 or more points. Then we also have, what is a point? A PV. You're going to see PV come up a lot. A PV means personal volume. And a PV is basically the total of purchases that you make per month. And that may be with 1 or 2 or 3 or however many orders you put in. Your PV is the total of points that you are putting in per month. So when we talk about PV, with oils, 1 PV is equivalent to $1. With products like your LLV, which is another term, your lifelong vitality pack, that's the vitamin pack, you're going to get, it's $79.50, so that's in dollars, but your points are actually only going to be 60. So with products that are not oils, you're going to be getting a slightly lower point value per price. But in general, when you're ordering about 100 PV or 125 PV, you're going to be getting close to dollar to PV amount. So if you're ordering 100, you might be at $150, $160, depending on what you're ordering. Then you're going to see OV a lot with a lot of these business explanations. OV is going to be your overall volume. So basically your overall sales between you and anybody else you've enrolled or anybody else in your organization. And we're going to talk about kind of what that looks like in just a second. And then POM stands for Product of the Month. So with your LRP, Loyalty Rewards Program, if you're on LRP and you put in an order of 125 PV per month, then you're going to be eligible for the POM, the Product of the Month. So the Product of the Month is basically one product that doTERRA is going to throw into your order for free if you hit that 125 PV mark for your monthly LRP order. Hopefully that makes sense. If any of you catch this on the replay and have questions, please throw them in so I can clarify. But those are some terms that I wanted to go over before we start talking about the 5 different ways that you can actually make money with doTERRA. So way number 1 is going to be retail. So when we talk about sharing our oils, the oils basically speak for themselves, right? For all of you who are loving your oils, it's not hard to go and chat with someone. Oh my gosh, you have a migraine? I use this essential oil for my migraine. Do you want to try it? And then as soon as that works for that other person and they're like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Where do you get those? How do I get those in my own hands? It's really easy to start sharing and having people come to you and want to start getting their own oils for their own medicine cabinet, for their own alternative wellness toolkit. So when it comes to sharing your oils, you may come across people who are like, I love the oils, I want to get them for myself, but I want nothing to do with a membership. I want nothing to do with an MLM, which doTERRA is, and that's perfectly fine. And you can say, great, not a problem. You can go to my website and you can order them for yourself. When people go to your website, and for anybody who has a wholesale membership, so that should be anybody in this group who is interested in sharing. For anybody who has a wholesale membership, you have your own website. And if you have questions on how to get to your own website and figure out what it is in your back office in in doTERRA.com. And your website will likely be something like mydoterra.com/your full name. You always have the opportunity to go into your back office and change that. You can change the actual website to whatever you want it to look like. But when you have somebody who really is not interested in getting their own membership and they are interested in actually getting oils for themselves, then they can go onto your website and they can shop for oils and they can order them straight off of your website. The great thing about your website and referring people to your website is that it has a whole bunch of videos on what oils are, how they work with your body, why doTERRA, the purity of the oils. It talks about Helping Hands, which is the nonprofit organization that doTERRA has put together to help strengthen the communities around the farmers who are producing the crops that we're then using for our essential oils. So that's a pretty awesome program. It's got all of these videos and all of these really great, this really great information that sometimes when people go on there just to buy retail, they realize that, oh wait, maybe I do want a wholesale membership. So when people do go on there and they order retail straight for themselves, since they're ordering retail and you get yours at wholesale, you actually get the difference. So you get a 25% cut of whatever they order. So say they order $100 worth of oils, you're going to get a check the very next week for $25. So that's pretty awesome. If people just go on your website and they order off of you, you're going to get 25% of whatever they order. So that's the first way. The second way is what they call a fast track bonus. This bonus is awesome because you can get it every week of the month. So with the fast track bonus, when you enroll somebody, so when you're sharing oils with somebody and they're like, oh my gosh, these are so great. Of course I want a wholesale membership. Of course I want 25% off of these because I'm going to want them for myself. As you enroll them, you are going to get 20% of whatever they enroll with. So for all of you guys who have enrolled already, you know that you put in your initial enrollment order. Hi, Annie. You put in your initial enrollment order, and then you may or may not have been set up with your LRP, so your month to month, but the person who enrolled you actually got 20% of that initial order. So say you put in $100 with that initial order, the person who enrolled you gets $20 of that in a check the next week. The cool thing about Fast Track, your Fast Track bonus, is when you sign somebody up, it's going to be for 60 days. You are going to reap the benefits of whatever that person orders in 60 days. So if they are on LRP and they do that initial order this month, you get a check next week. Say you enroll them today, $100, you get a check for $20 next week. If they're on LRP and put in an order next month, you're going to get 20% of whatever they order next month as well. The only piece about this is they have to enroll with 100 points or more in order to qualify you for your Fast Track bonus. So keep that in mind. The other cool piece about this is there's a generational cut with this. So for somebody that I might enroll, say this afternoon, if I enroll somebody with 100 points, I'm going to get 20% off of that order in a check next week. The person who enrolled me is going to get 10% of that order in a check next week. And the person who enrolled me is going to get 5% of that order in a check next week. So it goes on 3 different levels. So if you've enrolled somebody and then they've enrolled somebody, then the person that they've enrolled, you're actually going to get 10% of that check, even though you may not have had anything to do with that particular person or contact or getting them started with doTERRA. So that's a pretty cool way to bump your weekly income. So the third way that you can make money with doTERRA is what we call the power of 3. So, okay, we'll see you in a little bit, Jen. So with the power of 3, we've talked about organization and structure. Basically, doTERRA has set it up so that when you share, you're going to be able to make money depending on where you place your people in a structure. So this is a multi-level marketing, but it's kind of a game. It's kind of like a puzzle piece. You get to place people where you think they're going to be most beneficial for you. So when we talk about our power of 3, you've got, let's see if I have little props here. You've got you. So here's you. Say you are, so with power of 3 and with Fast Start, you need to be placing your own LRP orders. In order to make money with doTERRA, you need to be placing your own LRP orders of 100 PV or more per month. So that might seem like a lot at first, but if you look at what I'm going to talk about next, you'll realize that it's not going to be difficult to start making enough money to pay for those monthly orders and then adding income on top of that. So with your monthly order, this is you're Motivate. With your monthly order of 100 PV, say you're going to share with Lavender, and Lavender is going to say, oh my gosh, I love doTERRA. Of course I do. I want my own wholesale membership. I want to be a wellness advocate too. You can do this with either wholesale or wellness advocates, just to let you know. So this guy says, oh my gosh, of course I want to get on LRP and I want to be ordering 100 PV per month. I need everything. So you've got you. Now you get to place this person on what we call the front line. So then you talk to 2 more people. I don't have 2 more oils and I don't have 2 more hands, but you talk to 2 more people. So here's you, and now you have 1, 2, 3 people who are interested with a wholesale membership, and they are wanting to order 100 PV at a minimum per month, or in that monthly LRP order. So when you get you plus those 3 people to order 600 PV, the OV, the overall volume, has to be 600, and each person has to have put in at least 100 PV in that month, then you get an additional check per month or additional bonus of $50. Great, $50. What if you share with somebody, here you are, Motivate, you're sharing with somebody, and your person on your front line who is putting in orders of 100 PV or more is sharing like crazy, and she's realizing that she wants her $50 too, her $50 bonus per month as well. So she shares with 3 more people who then put in 100 points per month. So each of those 3 on your front line now have 3 on their front line who are placing 100 PV. Now you have a $250 bonus that comes to you. So you've got your front line of 3 and then each of their front lines of 3. Now you have an additional $250. Now that second level, so now you have 9 in that second level who are ordering 100 PV per month. Now they're sharing and they have 3 people underneath each of them. So now on that third level, you have 27 people who are ordering 100 PV at a minimum per month. Now you have, since you have those 3 full levels, now you have an additional bonus per month of $1,500. That is fairly significant. And yes, it might seem like a lot of people, you and then 3 and then 9 and then on the third level 27, but it really kind of does snowball and it kind of starts like wildfire. So that's the power of 3 bonus. Keep in mind, don't forget, you do have to have 100 PV per month for yourself in order to reap any of these compensation benefits. And for you and those 3 on your front line, you have to have 600 PV or OV total. So that means that you're going to want to encourage people to really shoot for that product of the month. You're at least just going to want to let people know what that product of the month is, because then they're going to want to shoot for that 125 PV level for themselves, and that helps boost your opportunity to get your $50 bonus or your $250 bonus or your $1,500 bonus. So that's way number 3. Way number 4 is what we call our Unilevel organizational bonus. So with that, I don't know that the PDF that I posted for you guys in the files is necessarily going to show it as well. I can also post another image, but I'm going to show you this guy. So this is, I'm doing it backwards. This is you. Anybody, here's your first front line, then your second line, then your third line. And as you start placing people below other people, and as other people start sharing and placing people in their own front line and then in the next line, etc., you may not hit that power of 3. You may have people in there who are not ordering 100 per month. That's okay. You can still make money off of whatever they purchase for themselves per month. So with our Unilevel, we have on this first row, on this first generation, basically, of your team, of your organization, you're going to be making 2% off of whatever this row of team members purchases per month. The next row is going to make 3%. The next row is going to make 5%. All the way down, you can ultimately make money up to 7 levels below you. So what doTERRA does is they put the smallest percentage at the top and the largest percentage at the 7th level. Bye, honey. So most MLMs, they actually do it opposite. So most MLMs do the largest percentage on the top and the smallest percentage at that 7th level. But with that, you can probably see this. If you break it down, we in doTERRA are going to be making a lot more money than these guys over here. It's almost a $20,000 difference based on the percentages because they're flipped. So again, with this Unilevel organizational bonus, you're going to be needing to put in your 100 PV per month in your LRP order. And then the 5th way you can make money with doTERRA is what we call our leadership bonus pools. So depending on your rank, and again, I will post a visual as to what ranks are and what they look like. Depending on your rank, you're going to be able to basically get a piece of the company's pie. So a portion, a percentage of the shares in the company. The higher your rank, the more you get as a percentage. So for example, a silver, and again, I'm going to post the ranks. A silver is somebody who has 3 legs on their team. So we talked about that front line. 3 different legs, they don't have to be on your front line, of 3,000 OV or more. So that's going to take a little bit of work to get there. It's going to take some work in sharing and enrolling and getting people into those correct spots and figuring out who else on your team is wanting to share and host classes, etc. But that silver rank is going to be making, just in this leadership bonus, and we're not talking about their $50 or $250 or $1,500 bonus. We're not talking about their Unilevel organizational bonus. Just with the leadership bonus pools, that silver might make anywhere from $150 to $300 that month just on that pool. The next couple ranks, a gold is going to make maybe $750 to $900 per month just in that one leadership bonus. A platinum is going to make an additional $1,500 to $1,800 per month. When you get all the way up, a presidential diamond just in that one bonus is going to be making potentially $35,000 or more per month just in that one bonus. That's not even talking about their Unilevel organization or their power of 3. So those are going to be the 5 ways that you can make money with doTERRA. Again, if you have questions, please, please, please put them in the comments and I will throw any answers I have out for you. But basically you have retail, people can order from you. You have, what's the next one? You have your fast track bonus, where when you enroll somebody with 100 points or more and you are putting in your 100 points of your LRP order, your own personal LRP order or more, then you are getting 20% of that first order, and then any subsequent orders they put out, they place in the next 60 days. The next way is going to be your power of 3. So here's you. Here are on your front line 3 people who are also with a wholesale membership ordering their 100 points, and they also have to be on LRP. It's not just a regular order. They are ordering their LRP order of 100 or more points, and the 4 of you put together are ordering 600 points or more. Then you're getting your $50 bonus. And then on top of that, then as you build your tree, then you have the potential for your $250 bonus, and then your $1,500 bonus. And then we've got our Unilevel. So whoever is on your front line, your next line, your third line, your fourth line, you are going to be earning a percentage of whatever anybody orders, regardless of whether or not they're on LRP or they're just throwing out their order for whatever they're needing at that point. And don't forget, if for your wholesale membership, you're only needing to order 1 thing per year in order to keep your wholesale pricing. So you may very well have people who you're sharing with who really only want to order once or twice per year. whenever they do order, you're still going to make money off them, even if they're not on LRP. But for this, you still do need to be putting in your 100 PV order on your LRP per month. Then so that's the fourth way. Then the fifth way is your leadership bonus pools, which have to do with your ranks, which have to do with basically how many people you've shared with and what your organization looks like. So hopefully that's somewhat clear for you. Basically, there are a ton of different ways for you to be making money on a whole bunch of different levels. With the LRP, as you're sharing with people, you will notice that your personal checks, and they may come every month, they may come every week, but your personal checks may be growing and growing as people share. And I will tell you that as I'm trying to grow a business, I will most likely reach out to those people that I've connected with, that I've enrolled, and I will most likely ask to put people under them, which will then help boost your check as well. So, but don't worry, I'll always ask if I want to put people underneath you. So on top of that, then just real quick, I know we're kind of running long here. With January, we've got the New Year, New You promotion. So when you're sharing with somebody, this is absolutely the best time to get them set up with oils, is the New Year, New You promotion. If you have questions, please let me know. But with this promotion, when you share with somebody and they're interested in their own membership, and if you get them a 100 PV enrollment option. So if they're getting a kit of 100 points or more, and I will also post a link for all the sign-up kits for anybody who's interested. If they get a kit of 100 points or more and then set up an LRP for the next month, they will get 100 points automatically back into their bank without having to place orders and earn points on it. You're going to automatically get 100 points. So that's fairly close to $100 of oils. That's a lot. That's a huge amount of oils and products that you can put in your toolkit, in your resource bin to have for yourself and your family. If you're signing somebody up without a kit, then they're going to be paying the $35. And then on top of that, anything else that they place or anything else that they order is going to have to add up to the 100 points or more. And then they're going to set up an LRP order for the next month, the loyalty rewards program order of 100 points or more. And then as soon as that second one goes through, then they're going to get those 100 points. So whatever that looks like when you're enrolling somebody, basically you're enrolling somebody with $100 of free oils. And that's pretty darn cool. So that's why this is the best time to be sharing your oils, to be encouraging people to sign up, because this really is the best deal that doTERRA has when it comes to signing people up with a membership. The other piece is when you're sharing with people, you're going to want to be inviting them to classes. And again, I will be going over all of these little details separately throughout this page, but Jen Kohler and I do have a class tonight. So we're going to be talking about, it's actually going through the entire weekend, and I will post the link. But tonight, Jen and I are talking about love and romance and essential oils to get everybody ready for Valentine's Day. It's going to be a really fun, juicy, informational class. It's a virtual class, so you can do it from the comfort of your own home. But if you have anybody out there who's interested in oils, always have some informational event to refer them to, or you can refer them to me, or you can sit down with them one-on-one and go over the basics of what are oils, which is what we're also going to be talking about tonight in our class. So if anybody is interested in joining that, it's public, it's free, come join us. And again, I'll be posting a whole bunch of stuff on top of this live, but thank you guys, everybody who joined in to chat. I can't wait to start helping you guys build your businesses, to share oils. Even if you don't want to build a huge, massive business, you can at least have, just by sharing something that you know is working for you, that you know is pure, with a company that hopefully you'll learn to totally love because they're so generous and amazing. You can maybe at least create a second pipeline for yourself, a second income, a second source of residual income. I almost said residential. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to keep sharing with you. Thanks, guys.